when you were initially researching the Hell book, what did you did you come into any resistance from like some of the priests or?
I got a lot of warnings. Nobody told me, oh, this is a bad idea, you shouldn't do it. Because it was always from the beginning, it was always a research book. It doesn't take any position. For example, it mentions what Christians think about it, what Muslims think, what Zoroastrians think. It just sort of gives the facts. It doesn't say, oh, this is what hell is, or this is what hell is not, or here's what they got right, here's what they got wrong. It's literally just an encyclopedia. So they knew I wasn't doing it as sort of an advocacy, or I wasn't trying to sensationalize it. It was literally just a research book. But I did get a lot of warnings saying that, well, a lot of people, they don't realize that when you involve yourself in anything evil, you are kind of opening the door. In a spiritual sense, a lot of people say that, oh, well, you hear the word dabble. I'm just going to dabble in it. The priest all said the same thing. There's no such thing. There's no such thing as dabbling. And then just from a research point, I wasn't trying to like sell a position on one idea or the other, but still the clerics and some other people just said, even so, just from if you take religion out of it, there's a lot of really ugly, horrible stuff out there that you're now putting into your mind. So you can expect to have nightmares and anxiety, maybe become cynical about, humanity in general. So I did get a lot of those kind of warnings. I had a couple of people offer me things that I would not take because I didn't want them in my home. So,
and objects?
Objects, drawings, especially when I sold the idea for the books, I didn't have any children yet. It was early 1993. By the time it took a couple of years to research them again, because it was pre-internet and it was very labor intensive. By the time the books came out, I had 3 children who were all little. And so I just didn't want to have that stuff in the house. Even some of the things I did have at one point, I would make notes about if I saw a photo of something really bad, I would make notes on the photo and then I would get rid of the photo. Or I would, make notes on the particular object or the statue. On the Band and Gate cover, in fact, there's a graphic that has a goat head inside a circle. That was supposed to be a pentagram. And I told my publisher, even now, it's like, I don't want a pentagram on that book, not next to my name. I just do not want to mess with that. And so they spent a lot of time revising that because apparently it wasn't as easy as I thought to just erase the pentagram off. But I do take it seriously enough that, and there's a part in Band and Gate where I talk about, I don't have my palm read. I don't do tarot cards. I don't do Ouija boards. I don't want to mess with that. I just don't.
Yeah, well, it's interesting because that whole same warning comes with people who tend to be interested in the UFO phenomenon. Talk about how they wouldn't see anything, and the moment they publicly declare interest in it, they'll see their first thing. It's like it knows. Yeah. And it's weird how that overlaps like that.
You never know. You just never know. So I can definitely understand that. Why take chances?